What's up, everybody? Tindo here, and I've been thrift shopping. And I bought a few weird things. But I filmed it all, and I edited it all together and made it into one cohesive story. Well, I'm afraid cohesive might not be the right word. I don't know. Maybe you'll think of a better word. Comment it down below. But in the meantime, check this out. Today's round of Goodwills are a set of 3 on the southeast side of Phoenix that I hit all at once, usually once a week. I just think it's time to go to some Goodwills. I'll go to those 3 because they're clustered pretty close together. And this place usually has some pretty good stuff in its lockbox. Last time I was here, I was just a little bit too late. A guy right in front of me left with not 1 but 2 PSPs for $15 a piece. Would have liked to have gotten that, but you can't win them all, and I can honestly say that I haven't had that experience too often. I don't often see other people buy stuff that I want to buy. I mean, it has happened, and it has happened on this video series before, but it's never been anything that really just made me lose sleep at night. But I know some who do what I do that lose their mind when they know that they've missed out on something, and that's just not hard for me to deal with because I truly do believe that if I just go thrifting enough, I'm going to find just about anything I want at the thrift. I mean, if this series of videos hasn't proven that already, I really don't know what does. You just got to go enough and you'll find it. But today, I'm not finding a lot. There's a lot of random sports titles here at this Goodwill, some sing and dance, and then, oh my God, it's Mario Kart for the Wii U. That's a pretty crazy find for the thrift store, I must say. I was very excited to find this. I was even more excited that the disc was in the case. You don't see a lot of Mario anything in the thrift these days. And here's some more Wii U games, but I've already got this one, so we'll put that aside. I do not have this one. So 2 Wii U games in one day. I'm very happy about that. These are games that maybe I don't have the utmost interest in playing, especially since I have that version of Mario Kart on the Switch. But I am a collector, and I do want that whole Wii U set. So I'm very happy to pay a couple bucks at the thrift rather than wasting a bunch of store credit at the game store. And then here's a Pokemon VHS. If you watched my... Ooh, there's another one. If you watched my very last thrift haul video, you might know that I brought home a very large stack of Pokemon VHS tapes, and that was one of that very series. And I found out since making that video that there are only 26 videos in that series, so I now have almost exactly half of them. Very happy about that. I won't have a ton more to search down, and I will finally have caught them all. Lols. This Goodwill is pretty hit or miss as far as the electronics go. I always check because you've always got to check, but I don't recall having ever really bought serious hardware here. I mean, they do have a Wii, but as I've proven in this video series, everybody's got a Wii. Every thrift shop ever has like 10 of those things. And look at this weird controller. I don't know anything about this. If you know what this is, comment below. I mean, I know what it is, but I don't know why it is.
I'll do you one better. Why is Gamora?
But I'm just not seeing a lot. There's not a lot of gaming related stuff here at all. So I'm going to keep moving, check around, check the furniture. I am still in dire need of more bookshelves for my game room. And this shelf has been here for a while, and I've considered it, but it's deep. It's twice as deep as my shelves, so I don't need that. That's the exact same TV stand that I have my CRT setting on. Kind of thought that was interesting. But it's time to move on to the next Goodwill. This one is just down the road from that last one. And this is probably one of my favorite Goodwills. This is where I've actually bought most of my shelves. And look here. Hey, look at this guy cutting me off as I was walking to the shelf. I'm not saying he was up to anything nefarious, but I will say that every time I walked up to anything in this store, he rose up like a dark magician out of the shadow realm to thwart any plans that I had. But I keep looking around. This corner shelf is rather interesting, but once again, just too big for what I need. It would be cool to have a nice little corner shelf to put in the corner of my room and not waste any corner space, but I'm not seeing anything that's going to work out here today. Now that the Dark Magician is gone, I'm going to take a look at this shelf, and it's nice, but it's also just a little bit too big for my game room. But let's walk by the electronics. Would you look at this? More Wiis! There are so many Wiis in existence, I don't know how we don't all already have one. But I'm going to check this cart full of new stuff. There are some video games up here. I'm happy to see. That means that no one else has touched these video games. I get to look at them first. And there were a few things here that I wanted, but but there seems to be some sort of weekly rotation where my local Goodwills are like raising the price on their new games one week and they're low the next week, and I don't know why or how or what, but that's kind of the pattern that I've observed. And we're on the high week right now, and all these games have a pretty high price tag on them, but I am going to leave with this Soul Calibur game because I haven't seen this particular one before, I believe, and this Fable as well. I've got all the other Fable games and have yet to get my hands on a copy of the first one, so I'm happy to see that. I'm going to be happy to leave with that despite the slightly higher than usual price. I'm always happy to be able to get a first glance at the video games before anyone else does, and now I'm going to head over to the regular. Oh wait, I can't, because there's the Dark Magician again, here to thwart my plans. He's sitting right in front of the video games looking at the vinyl records down below, but he finally left and I was able to make my way back around, and I'm not seeing a lot of stuff right off the bat, but I did find these curious. I've actually never seen these before. They're thin sleeve copies of PlayStation 3 Greatest Hits editions. And I really hope that's not what we've come to. I hope this is not a modern thing and all newer Greatest Hits editions are coming in those. I don't want to see regular cases and boxes going away, but they were there and they were a reasonable price, but I already have both the regular edition and the Player's Choice edition of both of those games, so I don't need a third edition. So I'm going to keep digging, see if there's anything else I can't leave without, but all this stuff looks pretty well picked over, and it's just all the usual stuff left behind. Now on to the last Goodwill of the day. This is the furthest one away of the three, and I will also go ahead and tell you it's the best of the three. And by best, I mean I've really just had the best luck. Every time I come here, there's usually something good. So I'm pretty excited because I haven't been here in a good little while, and I'm hoping for a treat. So straight to the video games. Right off the bat, a Spider-Man GameCube game, and Player's Choice at that. I can't be mad about that, especially when I've already found a couple Wii U games. Today's stacking up to be a pretty good day, but I'm going to dig through the rest of this. There's 2 whole rolls of video games, and there's a few things I'm seeing that I don't have, but nothing that's really jumping out at me besides the GameCube game. Sports games, Michael Jackson, the 10,000th copy of Grand Theft Auto 3 I've seen in the last 2 weeks. NBA 2K, lots of that to go around, lots of Kinect games, more Sims games. Enter the Matrix. You know what's funny about that? I actually bought my copy of Enter the Matrix at this Goodwill. I remember it clearly. Some 360 sports, more Wii games, all stuff that I already have. Amp 3 I already had, but I did not like the price tag on this one, so I'm going to keep moving. I'm just hoping to find one. What is this? Mario Galaxy? Really, for the Wii? Super happy. Today is going to be a great day if both of these games are in great condition. And then Street Fighter 4, I already have that. I'm really just hoping to find more bangers at this point, but I'm not seeing much else. I'm not seeing any more Pokemon VHS. So let's go take a look at these 2 games and see if they're, oh my god, Star Wars in the Spider-Man case. And wouldn't you know, you open up Super Mario Galaxy, hip-hop dance. I stood here for what seemed like forever and looked through every video game to see if either one of those discs was in another case. And they were not. Such a bummer. The fact that there were other discs in the case leads me to believe that this is probably just how they were donated. Some mother just scooped up all the video games, threw them in a case, didn't pay much attention to them, and dropped them off at the Goodwill. Sometimes you'll find great game cases like that without the games in them, and there's a good chance that they were donated that way too, but I have actually had a very specific conversation with an employee at this Goodwill about how theft is a problem. People will open up games and take the discs out, put them in their pocket, and leave with them that way. So, I don't know. But we're not leaving with great games from this Goodwill, but we are going to leave with some Nerf stuff. This Goodwill always has great Nerf stuff. Matter of fact, I think the first time I bought Nerf guns ever, I'm not kidding you, was at this Goodwill. I recall it pretty clearly, and I actually have bought several of this very gun from this very Goodwill. But guys, we are back in the game room, and as you already saw, I bought a Nerf gun. And I bought this Nerf gun because they sell pretty well online. They go for 25, 35 bucks, sometimes more. The prices for Nerf guns actually go up and down quite a bit. It's a really, really weird game of inflation cat and mouse. But I sell these pretty easily, so I picked this one up just to make a few of the bucks back that I spent today. And I'm definitely thinking about doing a few Nerf-related videos in the future, just because they're fun, they're interesting, they're fun and interesting. Even if you're not super into them, there's some weird Nerf guns that are worth just kind of checking out. But anyways, one Nerf gun, not bad for a haul. Next, I got a couple VHS. Rip Pokemon. I caught it though. Did you see that? Hands. So this one is awesome. This is really awesome because a couple thrift haul videos ago, you'll know if you watched. I hope you watched. If not, hit subscribe. Hang out for a while. Watch all my other videos. Then you will be in the know. But I bought well, actually, you can see them. These red boxes right here. Those are all Pokemon VHS, and this was one that I found that I didn't already have, and I'm not sure exactly how many's in this original set. I thought it was like 60 or something like that, but I'm gonna have to go look that up because I'm definitely gonna get this whole set. I'm gonna build a big display behind my CRT and display the original Pokemon set on one wall and the original Digimon set on another. I think that'll be pretty dope. But this one, I guess this is one of the films. I've never seen this, not familiar with this. The Johto Journey, A Brand New World. So I'll definitely have to pop that in the VHS player, which has a better name, more commonly known as the VCR, and check that out. But that's all the not video game stuff. Let's jump into the video game stuff. And I don't know what side to start on, so we'll just start. Yeah, let's put these for last. If you watched all of this video, you're gonna already know what the special is. Some of you skip ahead right to the game room, and that's fine. I understand completely. Everybody watches in a different way, but nonetheless, if you're watching right now, I appreciate it. But let's jump into what I got. Probably should have saved this closer to them because this is one of the better titles. Soul Calibur 2. I don't think I already have this one. All the covers for Soul Calibur look the same to me. I can't ever differentiate other than the number, and of course the characters are on it. But I'm pretty sure I don't have this because I don't recall having one with Spawn on it. So that's awesome. I'm gonna put this in just because of Spawn. Love me some Spawn. All right, next, ESPN College Hoops 2K5. I bought this because it was on sale, so it was marked down to a couple bucks, so I got it. Same with this, NFL 2002 Fever. Just getting more of those sports titles out of the way. And this was pretty cool. A sealed copy of Wild Earth Africa Safari. It's sealed. I'll probably keep it sealed because I don't plan to play this, but we do have an ongoing series of bad video games here on the channel. Go check that out. That might be a candidate. I don't know. It almost looks too bad. And by too bad, I mean, like, the game has to kind of look fun despite looking bad for us to play it on the series because nobody wants to watch us set for 30 minutes and just do nothing. Next, NCAA Football 09. One of the Goodwills that I went to today had a lot of stuff that was marked half off, so I bought it. That included, same with this, NHL Slapshot. This kind of actually looks cool. There's pictures on the back of outdoor hockey. Pretty cool. Sean Palmer's Pro Snowboarders. My 100th snowboarding game. I mean, I don't know how many snowboarding games I've got, but I've got a lot. One for every system for sure. Fable, the OG. Finally got the first one. I've got so many of the others, but never the first one. And this thing is just in perfect condition. Minus, of course, the GameStop stickers, but like, it's got both discs. Awesome. And this book looks untouched, like it's never come out of there. Very happy about that. A game that I've never seen before, but also looks really good. I definitely think I'm going to have to pop this one and give it a try. Too Human. If you've ever played this, let me know below if it's good or bad. I think it looks alright. That dude definitely looks bad, eh? I'll give it a try. And last, and most certainly not least, something I am over the moon to find at a thrift store. And especially to have done so on video, because I haven't found a ton on this channel yet as of making this video that's just like, oh my god, that's so awesome. Lots of awesome stuff, don't get me wrong, but no like grails, no super rare games, which I'm not in it for the rare games. I'm in it to make content, I'm in it to find games to play for videos, etc, etc. I mean, I'm into it for collecting too, but so I do want that expensive stuff. And this isn't that, I hope you're not getting hyped up for some like, you know, Chrono Trigger or something, but something that you're just not likely to find at the thrift at this moment. It might change in a few years, in a year maybe, but I found 2 Wii U games, including Mario 8 and the Lego Movie. And this is awesome. I mean, I have this on the Switch. Well, I don't actually have a physical copy of this on the Switch. It was the pack-in title, which nowadays are digital download. But I have it on the Wii U now, so I can say that I can check this one off my list, and I didn't have to pay $60 for it. Of course, this isn't going to go for exactly $60 at GameStop right now, but it's still way more than I'm going to spend. So I am happy to check these off my checklist for $3 rather than the $20, $30 they might have cost. Super happy to find these. But let me know down in the comments below, guys. Would you be happy to find these at the Thrift? I was very happy to find this at the Thrift. This is actually, I think, my third Mario Kart that I have found at the thrift store. Maybe second. I definitely found my copy of Wii Mario Kart at the thrift store. I'm certain of that. And it was just a couple of bucks. It was a Goodwill as well. So I'm happy about it. Would you be happy to find any Wii U game or this Wii U game at the thrift store? I am, because it was a quote-unquote failed console, and we're just, it seems like days away from any Wii U game skyrocketing, just because there's just not enough of them for how many people want to collect video games. So I'm happy to find them. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Comment below what your favorite thing that I found today was. I've already told you. I was happy to find these bad boys at the Thrift. Super stoked about it. Very, very happy. Maybe you liked, I don't know, what, Soul Calibur? I mean, that's one that's definitely getting played, so maybe somebody will like that. Comment below, what was your least favorite? I don't even know. I mean, the sports titles, I guess. This, I don't know, these two both look unplayable. But who knows? Who knows? Also, guys, do me a favor and scroll up to the top of my YouTube page, and there's a link up there that will lead you to my Twitch. Go there and hit that follow button, so when we go live in the future and play random games like these, you'll get a notification. You can come and hang out with us then. Also, here on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification so that when we post videos here on YouTube in the future, you'll also get a notification and you can come and hang out with us then. But until then, guys, peace out.